Girl, what's going on?
Here we go again. Welcome back to the 37th episode of the Dare Show podcast. On this podcast, I want to dare you to look at things through a different perspective, which is my perspective. Okay, it's really hot. Still hot here in Louisiana, so my air conditioning is on. You probably can very much hear it. But shout out to me, because today is my birthday. I turned 27 on this 37th episode. Yeah, I turned 27, and it's so funny because I kind of thought I was already 27. I didn't realize I was 26 until, wait, do I like being 27? I think I like being 26. The number is cute, but I think I'm ready to be like 30, because I feel like I'm already like 30 something. I feel older, and I think that might have to do with like my upbringing and what I had to do like as a child and stuff. So I just feel like I'm a little bit older. I feel like I've always been a little bit older. I felt older than what I was, but I'm 27 now. And like I said, I was saying, I didn't realize I was 27 until probably like a month ago or a couple months ago, when I was like looking up my my age. Oh my gosh, I forgot to turn my phone off. When I was looking up my age, and I was like, oh, I'm 26. I thought I was, okay. I just blanked. I really blanked. But anyways, I'm 27 today. Let's get the episode started. So I have a couple things I want to catch up on, because last week I was like recording in the closet because I had my dishwasher going and it was loud and I was dark and I couldn't see. And I have forgot a couple things. So first of all, Joss Stone, I hope you enjoyed my Joss Stone Color Me Free album review. Like I said, it's a really great album. It's a fantastic album. But I did miss something. One thing I meant to say was Joss Stone, a part of her EMI. No. A part of this hold up with her record label, with her record not coming out the day it was supposed to come out, was Joss was holding her masters from the record label. So I think that that was another part of, the cover art was a quote unquote offensive. And then, girl, you get the masters. You got to give us the masters before we, do this transaction deal. So yeah, that was funny. I'm like, damn, Joss, you hang around some niggas. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to say nigger. Or did I? You hang around some niggas, and your mindset, they influenced you and holding back the masters. I can't. It's so funny. But shout out to Joss Stone. I meant to look at one of her videos. She did a concert this week, and I meant to look at a video. She was like on a tour with her baby and her husband. I was like, oh, like she's on a tour bus. I'm sorry. Okay, so Brat loves Judy. This is so crazy. If you know Brat, I've talked about Brat. She's like, Brat is a legend. They keep saying like, is she a legend? People like are asking, is she a legend? In the terms of like being the first female platinum selling artist, first female rapper, platinum selling artist. Yes, Brat is a legend in that lane. And, she's also done some movies. She's friends with Mariah, done some really amazing, all of her songs with Mariah are amazing. Lisa Ray is her half sister. She's on the Ricky Smiley show. And then we have her with this lady named Big Booty Judy, baby. And they have a TV show called Brat Loves Judy. And I like the show. I'm not gonna down the show. Like, it's not a horrible show. Like, tons of comments on Instagram are saying they need to, like, cancel the show. Why'd they give us this shit? It's just like, y'all chill out. It's just TV. It's not like it's like life-changing shit. Like, it's just fun TV. Maybe sometimes bad TV, but it's fun. You're seeing like Judy, who is a millionaire. They're in this relationship and they're engaged now. They got engaged earlier this year. And Judy, she's like this hair guru, this hair dynasty, $1 million company. And she was living in New Orleans and she moved to Atlanta for a brat. They're rebuilding this house. I mean, they're remodeling this house. They have this huge compound estate situation going on. They're remodeling it. There's Judy's daughter's involved. Her cute little granddaughter, Mackenzie. She's so cute. Then you have, Brat, her full face beat makeup and her wigs. I love how they sometimes have matching hair. It's really cute. Oh, so cute. I think they're a cute couple, actually. And it seems like they don't really have a lot of like problems. So I feel like they're really good, solid. I like that, like, they're not like gender role, they don't stick to like gender roles. It's a really cute relationship. It's just like, my heart feels like even warm just talking about it. It's a really cute relationship. But people are hating it. I'm in my mind, I'm like, this should have been like called Brat Loves Judy, the variety show, because Brat has all these other people coming in the show. Judy has, her daughter and her granddaughter. And then there's like the business people, and then there's the friends, and then there's the construction, and then there's the Ricky Smiley show, and then there's the cars. It's just like, oh my gosh, it's a lot going on here. But I really do like the show. Let me know if you like the show. But the thing I wanted to bring up was, first of all, Big Booty Judy, baby. The name is very fitting. Judy got bank, and Judy got back. Okay, because like I said, Judy's a millionaire. Side note. With Judy being a millionaire, I wonder if Judy's going to help Brat with her legal issues. It was really funny, the last episode, the producers were being very shady and being like, are you doing acting just to... I'm imagining the question because she just answered it, but they were like, I'm imagining the question was, are you doing acting just because to help with your legal issues, like your legal debt, paying back this woman that you cracked her face, you need to pay her millions of dollars back? And she's like, no, I'm doing acting. I'm not just doing acting because of legal issues. Like, we all have legal issues. We all have debts. I was just like, oh, Lord, Brad, you didn't really answer that too cutely. But okay, here we go. But, yeah, so Brad has millions shits to pay back to this lady. And I wonder if Judy is going to help her. What do you guys think? Okay, if you're watching the show, please leave a comment. I want to know what you guys think. Do you think she will help her, or do you think... Wait. Do you think she will help her, or do you think she should help her? Since they're gonna become married, I feel like it could be dicey. But I feel like they're really love. I feel like their love is real. Even on Brat, like, I feel like Brat needs another job or something, because Brat just has, like, all day just to worry about Judy, and where's Judy at, and I need Judy, I want to see Judy, I want to talk to Judy. It's like, okay, Judy has a business running. Brat, you have your morning, like, after a certain hour, you're done with work. And I'm not shading Brat at all, because I love Brat. I love her personality. I remember watching her eat ice all the time on Facebook Live. Like, oh my God, it's so funny. I enjoy Brat. But yeah, so I'm just like, do you guys think she should help her? Or is this just a love situation? A love, what's the song? Certified. Do I think she should help her? Because I feel like this is a real relationship, and this could be a lengthy, long run. They could be together forever. I think they're both like in their 50s, so, or about to be 50. I know Brat's about to be 50 soon. I think she's like 48, 47. So, would I help? Sure, why not? If I had the millions, maybe half, maybe half, maybe half. I could do half. Yeah, 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 yeah. I can do half. I can do half. So there was a hurricane. I live in northern Shreveport. I mean, Lord help me. Look, you guys, I kind of just woke up like, okay, over an hour ago. I had to go pick up my cake. My cake is so cute, but it's gonna break me out. And I just realized, like, once I got the smell of the cake and the smell of the place, I was like realizing, oh, this place is going to break me out. I got it from Buttercup Cakes. They're really delicious cupcakes they have, but their cupcakes just break me out, and I'm just like, damn it. Oh my god, I wanted to get that. There was a cookie dough cupcake. The banana pudding cupcake is really good. The lemon cupcake is really good. I think it was a lemon, or is that the bun cake? I don't remember. But I got a red velvet cake. They were like tiny little red velvet cupcakes on top of the cake with like a ganache. It's so cute. I'm excited to eat it and fuck my face up again. But anyways, a hurricane. There was a hurricane that hit the southern part of Louisiana, Baton Rouge, Lake Charles, of course, and New Orleans. You know, every year. I didn't know New Orleans was a city below sea level. It's like, y'all know what? I would not. See, I've said, okay, northern Shreveport, northern Louisiana, Shreveport, Bossier City, Monroe. Yeah, that's all that's really popping here. Northern Louisiana is horrible. It's boring. The weather is decent. It's like once, there's not like a ton of crazy weather here all the time. Once like a hurricane or something will come, by the time it gets here, it's like a couple of raindrops. Like we got a couple of raindrops. Not even a couple. We got like a hard like 15, 20-minute rain on Sunday. And that was pretty much it. But, like, I've been to a couple of cities in southern Louisiana, and they're beautiful. I was in New Orleans 2 years ago. Beautiful, great, fun looking city. The accents are everywhere. Really cute. I wouldn't mind moving down there if it wasn't for the fucked up weather they get all the time. Just like with Houston, I feel like you always hear about these like southern really poppin' cities, but the weather comes in and fucks the city up, and I'm just like, I can't. So shout out to everybody who's going through stuff. I'm hearing lots of devastation. Power was out. Power's still out. I think the main electricity something dropped in the Mississippi River. I don't know what that means or how that even happens. But especially shout out to Bondi Blue. She's kind of documenting her life. She's a YouTuber. I'm sorry. She's a YouTuber. The next two people I'm talking about are YouTubers. She's a YouTuber and she talks, gives fantastic reviews. Sometimes she's a little harsh and it's a little a little difficult to watch her. Not even a little difficult. It's like, yeah, I don't 100% agree sometimes. She's a little harsh. But then there are, like, when she hits on the nail and you're like, yep. Or she gives you a completely different perspective. And that's what I kind of do about watching reviews. You get a different perspective, or you like don't realize something that was said. So yeah, shout out to Bonnie Blue. Shout out to everybody in New Orleans and Southern Louisiana. Shout out to Nikki Star TV. She did I talk about this? She went back to work. Another reviewer I watch, I adore. She does these lives about The Bachelor and the Real Housewives, and I'm like, I don't really find a lot of black people talking about the white Real Housewives shows like New York or Beverly Hills. So I'm like, or New Jersey. Even though I don't watch New Jersey that much. I'm kind of over New Jersey. I don't know what. But anyways, so yeah, that's what I really got into her. She's hilarious. She's from Philly. She's an actress, and she gives like a different perspective. But her uncle passed away, and she's been gone for a while. She's been gone. I think it's been like 2 weeks now. She hasn't posted. I'm just like, Nikki, come back. Bonnie, come back. Like when everything is going so good, and I get into like these new people. Always it's like something stops, and it's like I'm late to the party. When I get to the party kind of is almost over. It's like, damn. But shout out to them. So Tracy Braxton, many months ago, I think it's like early in the summer, like a photo of her she had posted, and she kind of was like hiding a little bit, and she looked very thin. And now people are saying they think, she might be ill. And I'm like, oh, that sucks. They think she might be ill. It's not confirmed. But then what made them really think she might be ill is because Tamar had posted this like apology post and yada, yada, yada. My thing about the apology post was she had to like show evidence of her being nasty towards her sister. And I was just like, it's like it was unnecessary. It wasn't needed. We know you've been nasty toward Tracy, shady towards Tracy. One of the things she posted was a tweet interaction she had, and somebody asked her, what did they think about Tracy's new album? I think it was her first album, Calling All. No, that's not her first new album. Her first album, and Tamar was like, if there's a category for best auto-tune, girl, you gonna win the shit. I was like, ooh, okay. And it's like, Tamar, you didn't need to post that. Just say you're sorry and move along. Tamar, chaotic, problematic Braxton. Very entertaining, a fantastic voice, great album, a couple of great albums, great songs, a personality. Sometimes she gives a good look, but she's so messy and such a mess. So have you guys been watching the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Erica Jane and all of her stories? I'm kind of over them just talking about Erica at this point. We're like 10, 12 episodes deep. I want to hear about somebody else's problems or what else everybody else is going through. But I get it, but I'm just like, okay. But this past episode, Dorit, who I think needs to get off the show. I don't know why Dorit is on the show. I never liked Dorit from the beginning. I didn't understand her on the show. Where did she... Oh, she was Lisa Vanderpump's friend. Okay. Dorit is ditzy. Dorit is silly. Dorit comes off as a true blonde. Dorit was definitely reaching with Garcelle when she called Garcelle a bully. When I'm like, Lisa Rinna is sitting right next to you, sweetie. Just look to the left and you'll see the real bully. Because year after year, Lisa Rinna has been bully on bully on bully on bully. Not even like... And I think a bully... I think Garcelle was like, a bully is a person who always picks a fight. And I'm like, that's what Lisa Rinna has done for the last 5 years, 6 years on the show. Her whole duration on the show, she's very much picked a fight or kept bringing something up. And I feel like Garcelle is not a bully because... Well, we all know Garcelle isn't bullying her. She's just like keeping you accountable. And it's not like she's bringing the same thing up again over and over and over. She's just like, well, you didn't say that, or that's not how you felt this way, or you would never do that. It wasn't even like bullying tones. It wasn't it wasn't even like negativity tones. She just subtly, calmly said her statements and moved along. And Dorit has just totally pulled that out of proportion. Now everybody else is calling Erica Jane Erica Girardi. I don't know what to call her. Erica a bully. And I'm like, Erica's not a bully. Just because she lashes out or she expresses her anger loudly or louder than anybody else, probably, yeah, anybody else on the show, does not make her a bully. Because I just feel like everybody is just trying to make Erica, just trying to label her everything in the book because of this money situation. Which I don't even know how to feel about the money situation. One thing Nikki said was when Erica tried to stop the victims from suing her for getting to get some money from her, that's when she kind of felt like Erica was quote unquote guilty, because this is an illegal situation. The lawyers that are fighting against her for the victims, they were like, because this is an illegal situation, a criminal situation, it's not really like a guilty verdict or not guilty verdict. It's more like, we know you took the money and we want you to pay it back. That's pretty much it. Not even took the money, but we know you spent the money. Money was transferred into your LLC. You spent the money and the victims want the money. What's owed to them? That's pretty much the case. And I believe she's being sued for the money. I think it's like $25 million. So yeah, it's a crazy situation, because you're just like, okay, Tom is this big time attorney, right? Where is the money? Where did the money go? You say in his past divorces, his wives weren't able to get money from him or get any like thing from him. Where did the money go? Where's all this money going that before you came along, even, it's very confusing. Where's the money at, Tom? But yeah, I just don't like them trying to call her every name in the book just because of this money situation. That's all I have to say about Erica. I do like Erica. She still gives great fashion. She still gives an occasional, without all the crying and the woe is me situation. She still gives her great personality. She seems like a fun girl. I don't know. I like Erica, but we gotta do better. Alright, on that note, I'm gonna take a second and pay some bills. And when I come back, we're gonna have a little Patti update. Do it like it's my B-day. Do it like it's my B-day. It's my B-day, and I'm doing it like it's my B-day. Shout out to Jocelyn. I said, once that song came out, once that song came out, I was gonna play it all day when my birthday came, and it's my B-day. I don't even know the lyrics. They're very funny. Crazy ass lyrics. So, what was I gonna say? I would say that would be the song of the week, or the song for the moment, or whatever I'm calling this little part. But I think the song of the week for me is Cry Pretty. In a couple weeks, I'm gonna review, it'll be what, the third or fourth anniversary for Carrie Underwood's Cry Pretty, and I'm just like, this album is totally different than her other albums. And I'm not gonna get into it right now, but it's a very emotional album. It's a darker album. Still great vocals, still great beats, still great lyrics. Okay. But Cry Pretty, that song, I've just been playing it all for the last like 3 or 4 days. Like, I've even looked at the acapella versions. It's gotten a lot. So yeah. So go listen to Cry Pretty and do it like, I mean, the song from Jocelyn, like, I think it's called Live Your Best Life or something ridiculous. It's so funny because she had this original video. The first video is very chaotic. And I was like, what the fuck is this? This is a hot ass mess, but it was still very entertaining to watch. Like a bunch of like strippers and G-strings, and it was just a lot going on. So then a couple weeks ago, I went to go like send it to last week I went to go send it to my sister, and it was deleted. I was like, where the fuck is this video at? And so she had taken that video down and shot a different video. I was like, oh, okay. It was more polished. I'll say that. There was lots of Ivy Park cowboy gear, rodeo gear. I'm sorry. By the way, Beyonce looked amazing at the 4040 Club anniversary. Beautiful. I love her ponytails. Her pony, any kind of pony she has. I really enjoy that. And her little black dress and the thick platform pink shoes and the pink jacket. Cute on cute. She looks so cute. She looks so great. Oh, shout out to Beyonce. It's Beyonce's birthday in 3 days. I can't believe our girl is turning 40. Like, wow, where did the time go? Like, I was just listening. Oh my gosh, I was just listening to B-Day yesterday on her 25th birthday. Wait, I was about to say, was B-Day 25 years ago? Okay, let me move on. But shout out to Beyonce. Happy birthday to Beyonce, and happy birthday to Beyonce and that Beyonce post I made on Twitter that is still, let me check. Oh, none yet, but it's still getting some likes. Because we're doing it like it's her B-Day and my B-Day. But anyways, so I came across this Patti, a couple Patti things to talk about. Patti, I don't know what Patti was talking about in this Yahoo interview, but she was like, there are so many ways you can check yourself. I think she was talking, she was talking about the cancer research. Not cancer research, cancer awareness and stuff like that. Her no, wait. I think there's a different word for that. Anyways, I don't know what she was talking about, but she was like, there are so many ways that you can check yourself before you wreck yourself, Labelle tells Yahoo Life. I'm 77 and I would have died like 6 years ago just because I thought it was that time. I was going to give up my life, and God put it in me to keep on pushing because we have so much in us that we don't even know we had. I'm starting a new life at 77. I don't know what Patti was talking about. What is she talking about here? Urging fans to go visit timetoscream.org for the resources of support. Labelle shared her personal connection to the cause. I don't know what Patti's talking about. Patti, can you let me know? Because I'm very confused. I think she might have been referencing, her same reference of like when she turned 50, she said 70 also. When she turned 70, she had a new look on life and started doing more adventurous things. Okay, maybe that's what she was talking about. I don't know what this I could have died situation is, but Patti, okay. Anyways, also Patti, I came across this photo. Now, when Tamar interviewed Patti, right? Everybody listen, I have some really good information. When Tamar interviewed Patti back in a couple months ago, I think it was like early May. Yeah. Early May, June, for her cookbook, right? Patti was like, something. I think they're talking about her cooking. And she was like, yeah, you've been to my house, you've eaten my cooking. And Tamar was like, yeah, your cooking is good, or something like that. I should have got some water. And she was like, yeah, your cooking is good. because I used to. You were over my house when we were trying to manage you guys. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, wait, what? Patti was about to manage Tamar and the Braxton sisters. So, what was I on Tracy's? I think when I was looking at Tracy's, I was looking at Tracy's Instagram, right? And somehow I came across the photo. This photo of Patty's ex-husband Armstead, and I think all the sisters are in this photo, and then some guy. I don't know who this guy is. And I looked at, and I saw Armstead. I'm like, oh, okay, Patty's in this picture, obviously, but he wasn't. She wasn't. It's just Armstead and the 5 sisters, and some guy. Wait, is that? No, it's not Michael. I don't know who this guy is. But anyways. So I was just like, okay, that's really cool. That's really cool. So, and Tracy didn't give a detailed information about the photo. She was just like throwback way back Thursday or something like that. And I was like, okay, Tracy. But the people in the comments, they were like, oh, that's our they were messing up his name. Some people got his name Armstead right. But they were like, that's our school that's my former, you were with my former counselor. It's so funny. They're like, you with our former counselor, or you with our ex-substitute teacher. And they're like, I'm like, y'all, that's Patti LaBelle's ex-husband. Like, damn. So I'm gathering after Armstead and Patti divorced, he went into the education system. So I'm like, okay, this is really cool. I'm just screaming because I don't think people know that is Patty's ex-husband. And then that Patti and her husband were trying to somehow, trying to manage the Braxton sisters. So look how full circle that moment came around. Okay, so last Patti thing I want to talk about is the not unfortunate news, but the very shocking, in a sense, very. I don't know how I feel about it. I'm kind of like nervous, like what's gonna happen next. But John Stanley, who he's Patti LaBelle's music director, and he's stepping down as her music director. Now I kind of noticed a little bit that, he wasn't necessarily at the last couple of engagements that she had. Whether it was pre-recorded or something like that. I kind of felt like, oh, you're not in Philly, or you're not with Patti. I kind of felt like that. But now he's making it official. He says, hi, friends. Hello, friends. It was a great deal of soul searching that I announced that I have made the decision to step down as Patti LaBelle's music director. I had this conversation with her about 6 weeks back, and after expressing myself, she gave me her blessing. I had been with her for exactly 29 years on this past May 2021. I'm trying to figure out what is he talking about. 29 years? Okay, maybe. Because the footage that I remember him popping up in was 90, was not Jim's. I don't remember him being in Jim's era stuff. Definitely, what's the name? What's the album called? Flame, the one that I still haven't reviewed yet. Flame. That's what I really remember him being in Flame. Flame stuff, the live stuff. If When a Woman Loves. I don't remember him being in New Day stuff. But anyways, 29 years. There are a few professional things I want to accomplish in my life and time for me. And the time is to do it now. I'm not reading this correctly. Yeah, so he's stepping down. He's like, there's nothing, no drama going on. I want to do other stuff. So, shout out to John Stanley. I don't know who her next music director is going to be. I think Patti's only had like two main music directors. And I want to say it was John Stanley and Bud Ellison. And Bud Ellison came from LaBelle. She Beyonce the situation and took Bud from LaBelle. I'm kidding. I'm making jokes. But I always wondered, like, how did John become from, the background singer to her music director? I wonder how that happened. But he's not going to be the music director anymore. As we know, Patti has some new shows coming up later in the month because we're in September. Like, it's my B-Day. I think she said like the 18th, so we have 17 more days. He was like, I don't want anybody speculating about anything because she does have some stuff coming up, and I'm not gonna, I'm stepping down. I'm not gonna be there. But shout out to John. I think he follows me on Instagram. Yeah, I think he follows me on Instagram. Somebody tagged me in that post that he made, and I'm like, why are you tagging me? I don't even know you. Why are you tagging me in this? And I looked to see, and they didn't even look in, because I had like made a little comment like, wow. I don't know how I feel. I'm not mad at all. I'm just like, damn, what's next? Because, Patti and her music director, they always have this special connection and this sense of what's popping. And, John was so fun, with his little antics not his antics, but his, helping Patti on stage and stuff. And like a couple years ago, he would like record the concerts on Facebook. They're still on Facebook. Oh, the end of an era. So that's the end of this 37th episode of My B-Day podcast. Thank you so much for listening. Tell me what you think. Patti fans, what do you think about John stepping down? I'm kind of shocked. I think I'm just shocked. I'm just shocked. Like, oh, whoa. But of course, we can't do everything forever. What do y'all think about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills? What's popping on there? Yeah. What are your thoughts on Brat Loves Judy if you're watching it? I think it comes on Thursdays on WeTV after like 11. What is it called? I don't know. I don't know the name of the show. Growing Up Hip Hop. That's what it's called. After that. So, thank you for listening to this episode of the Dare Show podcast. My Instagram is MyLoveMyNeedTonight if you want to like make a comment. This is also on YouTube. It's also on Apple Podcast. It's on Google Podcast. It's on Spotify Podcast. It's on the YouTube, as the people call it. Go listen to Cry Pretty. I can't wait to review that album in a couple of weeks. And I'll be back next week for the next series of whatever events I'm going to talk about. Thank you so much for listening.